We're looking in Matthew 7. Ask and you shall have, seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open. To everyone who asks, finds, receives. Everyone who seeks, finds. And to him who knocks, the door will be open. And we looked at Jesus helping us to understand that he's wanting to bless us abundantly. But he's wanting us to seek the kingdom. He's wanting us to diligently seek him, to keep on seeking God. He's wanting us to come into this relationship where our faith is built up and where our capacity to receive is enlarged. And it's a place of perseverance. It's a faith of perseverance. It's a faith of endurance, a faith where we keep on going. And we looked at Jesus never said it would be easy. He said, in the world you're going to have trouble, but be of good cheer, because I have overcome the world, and in me you'll have peace, Jesus said. So he sent us to attempt great things for God, to enlarge our capacity for the kingdom in our lives. Difficulties are going to come, delays are going to happen. And we looked at Abraham and Sarah, how they waited for the promised Isaac, but the promise came as they persevered. We understood that the second point was if we're going to receive, we're going to have to persevere. That waiting is uncomfortable for us. We don't like to wait, but in that waiting time, God is working in our lives, and he's building faith in our lives. He's stretching our capacity to receive. When we press in and when we press through the pain, we press through the delays, we press through, God stretches us, and we see that as we keep on going, we begin to receive the kingdom and the things that God has got for us. And then we looked at the end result, larger territory. Isaac sowed in this land. He dug and he dug and he dug deep. He kept digging these wells. The Philistines kept filling the wells. Okay, like the blessing was so near but yet so far, but yet on the third time. In Genesis chapter 26, in Genesis 26 verse 18 to 22, we see that he dug the third time and he saw the blessing of God. When he dug the third time, he made this well of fruitfulness, this well of water, of blessing, which speaks of the blessing of God in our lives. He called it a broad place. He called it Rehoboth. God has brought me to a broad place. Isaac kept on digging. He kept on persevering. His breakthrough came. Once you know, if you will only keep on persevering, keep digging, keep believing, keep trusting. Oh, come on, keep pressing in, keep pushing through. You will. There's a declaration coming. Fruitfulness is coming. Breakthrough is coming on its way. But you've got to come to that broad place and know that God is the God of Rehoboth. He's the God who wants to bring you to a spacious place, a broad place. He wants to bless you. This is the lesson we learn from Isaac. Part of his faith was constructing and building within him so he could be stretched. So there was a stretching of his faith. So he kept digging, he kept ploughing, he kept believing God for the breakthrough. And as he kept on beyond the delay, beyond the difficulty, beyond the somewhat that he thought, my goodness, every time I break through, the enemy comes and steals the fruitfulness. The enemy comes and steals and plugs up the land, plugs up the well again. But he keeps on the third time. Isaac sees the breakthrough. God is the God of Rehoboth. He's the God of the breakthrough. He's the God of the broad and spacious place that he wants to bring you to. So keep going, keep pressing. Go beyond the delay, go beyond the difficulties, go beyond the discouragement, and know that God will cause his blessing of fruitfulness, the water of life, to flow